Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and after seeing you, I'm on cloud nine, ma'am. Actually, it was my dream to connect with you, and today my dream has come true. Thank you so much for accepting my request and giving me this chance.
Thank you so much.
So, how are you, ma'am? How is your day been going so far?
Yeah, my morning was very good. I went for a jog today and I went to the park and, just enjoyed the beauty of nature. I looked at the flowers and everything. So it made me calm and very happy.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yeah,
Tell me
yeah.
about your morning. What did you
So,
do this morning?
It was as usual, normal morning. Actually, I had to send my children to the school, and after that, I had to finish all my household chores. And I have been waiting this morning session because today I was given this chance by you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Tell me your name
All
first.
right, ma'am. Yeah, my name is Anju Divedi, and I'm connecting with you from Pune, Maharashtra. Basically, I hail from UP Lucknow, but settled here in Pune. I'm a mother to two kids. Professionally, I am an electronics engineer, but these days I'm not working. I quit my job. I'm home just taking care of my kid. And apart from it, I run YouTube channel where do I upload English grammar content. So this is a snapshot about me. Thank you, ma'am.
Wow, you are an engineer. You did electronics engineering and you worked so hard at it. And after, you know, doing so much work, you left your job. Why did you leave your job?
Yes, ma'am. It was. There was a reason to quit my job. Actually, I worked till March 2020, and we were in Gurgaon, Haryana. That time I was working. My husband and I both were working, but in 2020, my husband was transferred from Gurgaon to Chennai, and in order to move with them, reluctantly I had to resign from my job. So it was the reason. And when I reached Chennai, so soon after it was the COVID period. So it was 2 year COVID pandemic. That's why I couldn't resume my job because at that time my kids were very small, and the situation and era was not suitable to just leave your children alone. So I couldn't leave them alone, and I couldn't search anywhere. And in 2023, again, my husband transfer was under pipeline, so I couldn't search anywhere. But now, last year, my husband again was transferred from Chennai to Pune. So now we are here in settled Pune. So actually, still I'm on the fence whether should I start searching job or stay home with my kids. So in order to just keep myself busy, indulge, I started my YouTube channel, and I'm learning. Actually, I started brushing up my communication skills as well. So yeah, it is the scenario.
Okay. So were you enjoying your electronics engineering job?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, actually, still I'm very much eager to resume my job, but I have lots of domestic responsibility, my children responsibilities. So um, I'm not able to just pursue and resume my job. It was my dream job, ma'am.
Okay. So now you want to do something which allows you to spend time with the kids?
Actually, ma'am, this is the dilemma for me because I was working with automotive sector, and if I talk about in Pune location where the industrial hub, it is quite far from my house. It's near about 22 kilometer, and Pune is a highly, you can say, crowded area in order to is traffic and all. So it take I think sometime 2 hours and 1.5 hours because my husband he does the same. So that's why actually I just avoid resuming my technical sound. I mean where I was working. But now I'm thinking because I have done MBA in HR management, so I'm thinking to switching my job from technical to HR because HR exists anywhere. So I can I think join nearby my house and all. So that's why I'm just thinking to switching my job of technical to HR department.
I think the working hours in engineering jobs are more hectic, and if you join in HR, it will be
Exactly.
convenient for you.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. And I think in HR, I get the possibility to work from home. But when it comes to actually, I was looking after quality management system, and I had to spend, I think, 9 hour. Uh, I mean, it was the compulsory to 9 hour over there. So it was quite hectic to, 11 year you, 11 hours you have to just out for your work. So when will you pay attention towards your child and when will you give time to them? So yeah, these all the harder you can say.
Correct, correct. I think nature has given this job to women, childbirth, and taking care of them. So because of this, normally there is a big gap. Many
Yes.
of them don't even resume their careers.
Yes, I mean, sometimes actually I get pissed off and all because having this decade experience of year and I mean, having despite having audacity, despite having potential experience, you are just home and spending time just. I mean, now you are good for nothing in your career. So sometimes I feel bad and but on the other hand, sometimes I just pull myself together that it's all right. You should enjoy every phase of life because this is also a very valuable phase of your life. You are lucky and you are enough fortunate to have time to spend with your kids and all. So sometimes I make myself understand it's all right.
Correct, correct. Career takes a back seat for a few years. That time is so precious, it can never come back again. I also left my job when my first child was born. I used to be a very, very
Mhm.
ambitious girl, and everyone was shocked that you are leaving your job because of your daughter. You can resume your job after your maternity leave, but I don't know,
Mhm.
something in me didn't allow me to leave her with my maid or my in laws. I wanted to be there with her. So I also left
Mhm.
my job. And if I had
Mhm.
been doing that job till now, I would have been at a very high position. Sometimes I think about that, but I think that those precious moments when my kids learned how to sit, learned how to walk, and
Mhm.
learned how to speak, all those precious moments can never come back again. I can resume my career with something
Exactly.
else later. Yeah. But it is easier said than done. After 6, 7 years of gap, sometimes some women are never able to, kickstart their career.
This is the I mean sets of challenges for women especially because despite having my daughter, actually I was working at that yeah when she was born. So after my maternity leave, because at that time it was only for 3 months. So after completing my maternity leave, I just started. I mean, I resumed my job, and my daughter she used to live in daycare center because I was in nuclear. My husband and uh, I mean, were over there. No one was from my family. So she used to live in daycare center, and I was working at that time. I didn't face any type of problem because the daycare center it was, I mean, perfect place where I used to drop my daughter, and we were happy. My daughter also she was, I mean, just taking care as a mother. She was very good lady, but when I resigned in order to just move to Chennai, I mean, move from Pune to Chennai, that time I left my job and it was 2 year COVID period. And then again, I 1 year is spent like because I couldn't search anywhere. And now I have total 4+ year of, I mean, gap. So it's very hard to stretch. And I think I also got a call from the recruiters, but when I went there, so they only put the question, ma'am, you have 4 year bucket, I mean gap, career gap. Then you have to you have to start from the scratch. It was not wearable because despite having a 10 year work experience, now you have to start from the scratch. So I said, no, sir, it doesn't mean that I have a gap. So I forgot all those things. It doesn't mean, yeah, I admit that I have gap and uh, gap is justified. It was the COVID period, and now women can be allowed after taking break even. But now, if you are expecting me that I have to start from the scratch level, so no. Actually, it is totally demotivating factor for me, and I would not. My husband also consoled me. There is no need. If you want something, then you can just, I mean, think out of the box. But
Yeah, it happened with me also. My daughter was born, I left my job. Then 3 years later, my son was born. So I took a 7 years gap.
Mhm.
My daughter got 7 years old. Then I tried for a few jobs, and everywhere I was supposed to start from scratch, like start as a fresher,
Hmm.
which is unacceptable.
Hmm.
When you have worked so hard, and I
Exactly.
think government should do something for
Hmm.
women because they get discouraged after being treated as a fresher. If you show them that yes, we took 6 7 years of gap, that should be allowed, and they should be accepted in
Yes.
that profession
Yeah.
with a good salary, good package.
Yeah.
Otherwise they will be discouraged, and that
Exactly.
is why I think 50% women stop working.
Exactly. And mostly in India, actually, it's happening.
In foreign countries, you mean if they go after a few years gap, they are well accepted in the job?
Hmm. Yes, actually, I have heard one or two female. Actually, they are on social platform. They have, I mean, they are content creator, and they were saying these things that if you have such type of gap, I mean, career gap, 4 or 5 years, and after that, if you want to resume, so here they accept it with their open arms. So they don't have any problem. I mean, they are very happy that you know all background of the company rules, regulation, policies, and you are most welcome.
And if you know that you will be accepted, with
Hmm.
open arms in the same company, you will be
Hmm.
more motivated to take
Yeah,
care of your kids. Many of them don't take long
exactly.
maternity leave just because of this fear.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Because now actually, I think it extended. It's been 6 months, I think. Yeah, 6 months. But earlier it was only for 3 months.
Yes. 6 months is also an improvement. I think
Hmm.
they should be given at least 1 year of leave, I would say. And if they want to take a break and they want to go
Exactly.
for leave without pay, then they should be accepted after 3 4 years. Maybe they can show the date of birth of the child, and from that, I think they should be given at least 3 4 years gap.
Mm. Even ma'am, most of the companies, I mean, who they are not reputed companies, they are just a small scale company. They don't want to just hire this type of, I mean, maternity leave and all. They don't want to prefer because they know without work, I mean, without having work, how will pay 6 months salary to employee. So whenever they come to know that I mean, she's expecting and all that time they just make some excuses and they fire them. I have
Yes,
to
yes, yes.
actually heard lots of cases. Yeah.
Actually, it happened with me also. I was not planning to join back after my daughter's birth, but when 7 months of pregnancy was
Mhm.
going on, I was working in that office, and they knew that I would give birth to a child in 2 months. They fired me in seventh month.
Hmm.
That I myself was
Scenario.
thinking
Yeah.
about leaving the job, but they fired me.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
was so shocking for me.
Yes, exactly.
Just because they would
Hmm.
have had to give the salary.
So, ma'am, I would like to ask you. Actually, I want to know your opinion. It is said that after getting married, there is no dreams and desire, especially for women. So, what would you like to say on it?
There are no dreams and desires left after a woman gets married.
Hmm.
You want to say this?
Hmm.
No, I think that's absolutely
Yeah, yeah.
false because I knew my husband earlier also. So we got
Mm-hmm.
married. We did NCA for three
Mm-hmm.
years. We had decided that we wouldn't be having kids till 3 years. So we completed MCA. Then we had
Mm-hmm.
kids. I was ambitious. He was also very very supportive. I used to go for the job. Then I used to come back. We used to do the dishes, and we used to cook food together. So he was with me, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so many dreams have been fulfilled after marriage. I don't think dreams and desires die after marriage.
It's very less ratio, I think. I mean, its percentage very less, isn't it, ma'am?
Correct,
I
correct.
mean,
Yes.
hardly 10 to 20% or 25%, hardly, I think. they can get this type of opportunity. And rest of, I think, 70%
Yes,
women, they don't get this type of chance.
you are right. Most of them are just supposed to keep working in the house and give birth to kids. Keep doing a caregiver's
Mm.
job. Care for your kids, care for your husband, care for your in-laws. That is the only job you have.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean, even after working for whole day, you won't be getting any respect because everyone will say she is just a homemaker. She doesn't do anything. She won't be getting that
Yeah.
respect, isn't it? I think homemakers do a lot of work.
Mhm. Because actually, I can resonate completely these things because earlier when I was working, so I was treated. I mean, now I'm also being treated in a well way. But earlier, when I used to go to my in-laws' village, so that time they praised a lot, a lot. I mean, oh, just look at. Actually, my husband name is Sunil. सुनील की बहू को देखो, she is working, she is an engineer. And nowadays, actually, everyone has this mindset that she left the job and she is a homemaker. She is not doing anything else. Just take. I mean, she is as normal as we are. She is just raising her children and all. So yeah.
So when I was a homemaker after my daughter's birth, I was a homemaker
Mm-hmm.
for about 7 8 years. Earlier, I used to be an ambitious girl, and everybody would say, even my husband, I felt that even he was not proud of
Mm-hmm.
me when I was just a homemaker. Though
Mm-hmm.
I was doing more work,
Mm-hmm.
I was taking care of the kids. I
Yeah,
was
of
up
course.
all night sometimes
Mhm.
to take care of them. I used to
Yeah.
teach them. I used to do all the household chores. I used to do work for everyone actually, for my in laws, for the guests. Even then, you know, I used to feel that that respect was missing.
Exactly, exactly. Because actually, being a homemaker, you have to handle, I think, lots of activities. And whenever you are working, then you have to handle work as well as your home. And when you are only homemaker, so I think your responsibility, actually, that time you think that I'm home, so I can do each and everything. But whenever you work, so that time you can take help from your house helper and all. But when you are at home, that time you are more pondering over about taking care of your children, doing all household chores. So I think yes, you have to done more things as compared to your work.
Right, right. The women who are working outside and they are doing household chores also. If they are not able to do the
Mm.
household chores well because of their job, then they are made to feel guilty. Matlab, the same people who are
Mm.
respecting her for being a working woman,
Mm.
they would say, oh, she's not able
Mm.
to take care of her house well because she is working. They will
Yeah.
make her feel
Mm.
guilty for not taking care of the kids, for not being
Mm.
there for the kids. If she is not able to attend the PTMs,
Yeah.
oh, she's too busy for her kids. Oh, she's too busy to take care of everything. Means I
Mm.
don't understand these people. They want you to be a homemaker as well as a working woman. Then they would criticize you
Mm.
for not doing everything.
Yeah.
They are not happy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Somehow they will find
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah, you can't hold both hand. I mean, you have to be only particular one hand. If I mean you want that she would be working ladies, then you can respect her as it is. And if you want them just take care of house, then you have to just respect as their own way. But actually, you are right. But as a woman, you can also. When I used to work, so that time I was that lady. Actually, I'm also now. I was at that time. I was in Gurgaon, and in Gurgaon in winter, you can assume it is freezing cold. So that time when I used to leave my house, so I thought at noon every house homemaker, they used to sit in sunlight and they just had peanuts. So that time I was thinking, oh my God, how fortunate they are. They just have chit chat with each other. They get the chance to sit in the and get sun bath. So I was used to think, but now I'm at home, so I'm missing those days. I mean, my working days. I think no one, I think, happy with their present situation, their present scenario.
Right, right. Then you should enjoy this time because you are with your kids. You can enjoy. I don't say lot of time. I because homemakers also have to do a lot of work. They get some time, some free
Uh,
time for themselves. You should enjoy that time with your kids.
yes, exactly, ma'am. Exactly. No, actually, I would like to say because I used to watch your video. Still, I'm in the habit of watching your video, and whenever I watch your video, so I can resonate totally with you, and your smile throughout the session. It emits lots of positive vibes and positive energy. How how many sessions do you attend in a day?
Three, four in a day, not more than that. Then because I have to edit and upload the videos also, so it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids are there, so there are some household chores also.
So thank you, ma'am. Thank you, me. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to connect with you. And I thoroughly enjoyed this session. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I also really enjoyed talking to
And
you.
one more thing I would like to mention here. I'm I'm looking forward to having more session with you, ma'am.
In 3 to 4 months, we can have another free session, right? So you can approach
All
me
right.
again.
All right, ma'am. All
Okay,
right.
then see
Thank you,
you.
ma'am. Bye bye.
Bye
Have
bye.
a great day.
Yeah, same to you.